G'day everyone, what is going on? It is your favorite producer from Down Under, Jhin, back with another video. And in this one, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a beat for someone such as Shotgun Willy. Now with this beat in particular, we are going for something inspired by his most recent track, Mexico. So we are going down that Spanish influenced path yet again. But yeah, if you are new here, would really appreciate it if you punch that subscribe button and also flick that little notification bell so you get notified every single time that I upload. That being said, let's get into FL Studio and let's make a beat. Okay, so here we are in FL Studio, and to begin with, we actually have a nylon guitar. I finally went out and actually purchased a nylon guitar plugin. I swear the past couple of weeks have been nothing but me saying, you know, I've gone out and bought this plugin and bought that one. Yeah, it's safe to assume that my bank account as of right now is not liking me that much. Yeah, this contact library right here, the Isla FMOV, really good. I actually got put onto it by Tryfreeze. He used it for one of his videos, and honestly, what he says is 100% true. It is one of the best nylon guitar libraries out there, one of the best nylon guitar plugins. So if you do want to grab that one, really would recommend it. Really good plugin. With that plugin, literally all we're doing is just a really simple melody. Yet again, we are working in the key of A minor. Now, if you don't know music theory, two keys that I can suggest learning straight off the bat: A minor and C major, mainly due to the fact that they just consist of all the white notes. You don't need to worry about any sharps or anything like that, any of these black keys. Literally the white notes, A minor, C major, that's all that's in it. They are the easiest scales to learn. But when it comes to making this melody, all I literally did was just break up the chords. So as you can see here, we have this A minor chord consisting of the A, the C, and the E. Then literally just went by ear and just placed notes until I found something that sounded good. Then we play the chord yet again, but it's just a quick strum. Then we go down to this chord over here, which is an E minor, playing the E, the G, and the B. Then back to the A, then back to the E, so on. That just repeats for the full bar, you know, for the full sample right here, just going from A to E, A to E, and in context sounds like so. Those quick little strums that we have of the second broken chord, so this chord right here, this one here, and so on, gives it that feel that, you know, you're kind of moving your hand down the guitar, making it feel a bit more authentic as well. That's one thing I can suggest. If you do want to make a guitar pattern, make it sound as realistic as possible by doing these broken chords. Because yet again, if someone's playing the guitar, you're not going to strum every single note at the exact same time. There is going to be a bit of a break. So I can suggest, you know, strumming it out, doing these little strums over here, and also to make it feel a little bit more realistic, change with the velocity down here. As you can see, you know, with this velocity here, we're going completely mental with it. All I literally did was just, once I finished putting the pattern down, hit Alt and R, it opens up the randomizer, and literally, as you can see, you know, it just changes the velocities. Just change this seed until you see one that you want, then tweak to taste, and honestly, it will just make your melodies just sound more human. Going on to the next element, we do have a trumpet. Now, this trumpet is coming from the BBC Symphony Orchestra VST. Yet again, this one is free, and I use this one a lot. If you do want to cop it, I'll be leaving a link to it down in the description. Totally free, and I totally do recommend it. The pattern this one is playing is just really simple. It's just playing kind of bouncing off the guitar, just giving it a nice rhythm. And in context, just as you can see with the MIDI right here, we are just working our way up and then just working our way down and then back up again. It's just a nice way just to counter the guitar. It's not too complicated, so there is a lot of room for an artist. One thing I can suggest yet again, if you are making a beat for placement, you need a lot of room for an artist, and just, you know, filling up every frequency range is not the way to do that, because there's no room for an artist to actually shine and be creative with their vocals. So just keep it simple. The most amount of, you know, the highest amount of melodies that I ever use in a beat is 5. Then obviously, you throw in the drums, but your melodic part, I usually cap it at 5 because you don't really need more than that. Going on to the next part of the counter melody is just another trumpet from BBC Symphony Orchestra. This one is more of a stab compared to the legato, and in context sounds like so. It's practically just playing right before the legato comes in, just to kind of give it a bit more of like, hey, look, we're building up into something. So now if I was to play the full melody as a whole, we'll get something that sounds like so. Just something really, really, really simple. Didn't want to go over complicated with it. Going on to the drums now, I went really, really, really basic with the drums. The clap coming from the Tri-Freeze kit, it's just the short clap playing on the 3 and 7. I've got that one set to loop. If you want to know how to loop, literally just go over to your channel rack, place in one note, then go up to this arrow over here, right click it, advanced looping. These boxes on the right hand side will pop up. Then you just right click, set it to beat, and it'll just go on forever and ever and ever. So we do have the short clap from Tri-Freeze just playing on the 3 and 7. The hi-hat, really, really, really simple pattern. As you can see, really basic, really bare. I wanted a lot of room for an artist to be able to jump on this, and having a lot of hi-hat rolls just kind of fills up unneeded frequency ranges, where if you just leave it nice, kind of nice and open, there's a lot of room for an artist to jump on. Going to the kick, it's just a really, really, really simple kick, kind of getting a little bit complicated near the end. And when I say little bit complicated, it's just a double kick. Nothing, over complicated with that one. The kick is the Dior kick from the Tri-Freeze kit yet again, and the hat is the short hi-hat. Surprise, surprise, from the Tri-Freeze kit. That guy is a madman with what he does. Then we do have an open hi-hat. It's just the essential hi-hat. Yet again, surprise, surprise, Tri-Freeze drum kit. Just playing every now and then just to fill up, some frequencies and give it a little bit of a groove. Getting on to the counter snare, we just have that one playing every now and then just to give it a little bit of extra bounce. That's the smoke snare from the Tri-Freeze kit yet again. Then we do have a perk from the Tri-Freeze kit. Who would have honestly thought? Called the Woo. That one's just playing just to give it a little bit of, extra bounce. And all together, the drums sound like so. I'm just going to be playing the drums by themselves, and I'm going to be playing the melody on top of it as well. So if we were to play the drums, we get something along the lines of this. Now, if we add in the Woo perk, which I totally forgot to do, genius right here. As you can see, really, really, really simple, not a lot to it. If I was to throw the melody on it as well, they, counter each other really, really, really nicely. The drums are really simple, really bouncy. The melody on top as well is just really simplistic. You don't need to go overboard. You're not making a beat for a beat battle. You're making a beat for placement. And just keep it really simple, Keep it simple, stupid. Or as good old Kenny Beat says, don't overthink shit. Just keep it so simple. You don't need to go complicated with your beats. The full beat, playing the melody and the drums sounds like so in context. As you can see, it's just really, really, really simple. Not a lot going on. We do have some transitions coming in. The first transition is the shot from the Tri-Freeze drum kit yet again. Who would have thought? Sounds like so. Just something really, really, really simple. Then we do have the transition coming from the Tri-Freeze kit yet again. This one right here, I'm pretty sure is the mixed triangle from the Cody Reddit drum kit. That one's making return. I haven't actually used that one for a while, and it actually sounded really nice. And I'm pretty sure that's literally everything minus the basic riser from the Cody Reddit drum kit. And this storm effect coming from the Prod by HZ drill drum kit, actually. That effect I have at the end of all of my beats is kind of like a signature sound, along with the producer tag, which the Chucky laugh makes a return. Just something really, really, really simple. Effect-wise, we literally just have two instances of vinyl, one coming on, one coming off. So if I was to go to that one, we have the first one, which is just playing at 1950. The dust, scratch, and warp are all down at 0. Nothing is happening except for the fact that the year is changing, so it's just getting rid of a lot of bass. And then with the second one, exact same thing, dust, scratch, warp, all the way down to 0. But this time we're on the 1970 preset. That kind of brings in a little bit more bass. We have one of them that actually turns off while the other one turns on here at the intro. And if I was to play the intro with the effect, you'll actually hear that happen. So let me just quickly do that one right now. The intro sounds like so. As you hear, near the end, it kind of gets a bit more body and just becomes a bit wider due to the fact that we do have one of them turning off and the other one turning on. The one that's turning off is a 1950 and the 1970 is actually coming on. So it's just adding in more bass, which is just making it feel more full than it actually is. You can actually make a track sound so much better just by using effects compared to just adding in, instrument after instrument after instrument. You might think it's missing something, where in all honesty, the only thing it's missing is vocals. But yeah, that is literally how you make a beat for someone such as Gunner or Shotgun Willy. That is actually the main inspiration for this beat. I was listening to his track Mexico and practically just opened up FL Studio right afterwards and just went, I can make something similar to that, and ended up coming up with this. But yeah, if you want to listen to the full beat, I'll be leaving a card right above me and a link in the description to the full beat over on my beat channel. Would really appreciate it if you subscribed over there, and if you subscribed here as well, because it is totally free and it does help me out a lot. So if you can do me a favor, punch that subscribe button, like the video, and leave a comment down below as well. Would really, really, really appreciate that one. Let me know what you want to see in a future video. If you want me to go through my mastering chain or my mixing chain, anything like that, let me know. I'll actually happily make those videos for you. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Peace out, and I'll catch you all next week for a regular video.